Hi there! It's Anna here and welcome to Little Crochet Farm. In this video tutorial I will show you how to make this sleepy rattle. Look how beautiful is this. It's a very simple pattern, it's simple stitches I used and it's fast to make. You can find in the description below a link to the full written pattern. Alright, so for this beautiful dog rattle we will use a 2mm crochet hook. As you cannot see it very proper, but it's a 2mm crochet hook, and I use two colors of DK light worsted yarn. You can choose any yarn of your preference. In the description below there is a link with all the stitches I use for this pattern, and if you have any question just leave in the comments below and I will love to chat with you. Okay, so now here we'll start with the white, or whichever color you've decided to make yours, and we are making a magic ring. It's very simple to make, especially if you have done some amigurumis before, but there is a link in the description below with a full tutorial explaining you very detailed how to make a magic ring in a very simple way. So first row is 6 single crochet in a magic ring. Six. Okay, so you close your magic circle and let's move to second row. For the second row you will make 6 increases, having a total of 12 stitches. Increase, in case you don't know, you're going to crochet 2 single crochets inside the same stitch. Again, if you need some help with that, there is in the description below a video tutorial teaching you how to make the increases, but it's very basic, and if you have any question you just ask me. Okay, moving forward, and here is our last increase. Okay, make sure that your magic circle is closed and tight, and because this is a toy for a baby, I usually like to double check that this will not in any possible way to open. I use a piece of yarn as my stitch marker. So let's move for the third row. And for third row you'll make 1 single crochet, 1 increase, and repeat 6 times. So here again means that you're crocheting 1 stitch, 1 increase, and repeat that. So I move forward, now I'm here at the end of my row, my stitch marker, and let's go for the fourth row. So here you're going to crochet 2 single crochet and 1 increase. Repeat that 6 times and have a total of 24 stitches. So you crochet 1 single crochet, 1 in the next stitch, and 1 increase, which means 2 single crochet inside the same stitch. Okay, you stop the video and finish the stitch and finish your row. Here I do like fast forward because it's a very long process. So fifth row, 3 single crochet, 1 increase, repeat 6 times, have a total of 30 stitches. Again, very simple, we are just increasing in each row 6 stitches. Last stitch, last increase. I like using a stitch marker, like a piece of yarn as my stitch marker, because I think it don't enlarge the stitch. So 6th row, 4 single crochet, 1 increase, repeat 6 times, have a total of 36 stitches. Okay, last increase. Great. So now for the next row, 5 single crochet, 1 increase, and repeat 6 times, having a total of 42 stitches by the end of the row. If you want a printable version of this pattern, there is a link in the description below, which will take you to my Etsy shop, and you can find an expensive version of this pattern for you to have a printable one. Okay, end of the row. Great. So now we move on for our next row, row number 8. So 6 single crochet, 1 increase, repeat 6 times, and have a total of 48 stitches by the end of this row. Last increase, and it's starting to have some shape here. Great. So for the next stitch, it's a little bit different for the next row. So row number 9, you will crochet 15 single crochet, 1 increase, and repeat that for 3 times, having a total of 51 stitches. So this row is different than the previous ones because we will increase only 3 stitches here. So here we have. Now we will work continuously just 51 single crochet without increases, so that will be the height of our dog's head. So from row 10 to 17, you'll simply crochet 15 single crochet in each and every row. And here I suggest you, especially if you are a beginner, to count how many stitches you have by the end of the row, every row, because then you ensure that you don't need to erase and you have all the 51 stitches on its place by the end of every row. All right, even me, I count my stitches every time. Okay, now we are here at the end of row 17 and starting row 18, where we are going to start our decreases. So for row number 18, you will crochet 15 single crochet, 1 decrease, and repeat 3 times. Here I am in my last decrease. Good. And from this row on, we start decreasing 6 single crochet in each row. All right. So for row number 19, 6 single crochet, 1 decrease, and repeat 6 times, having a total of 42 stitches by the end of the row. Okay, here I am at the end of my row. And for the next row, we are crocheting 5 single crochet, 1 decrease, and repeat for 6 times. That will leave us with 36 stitches. 5 and my decrease, and repeat that. Here my last decrease of this row, and moving for next one. So for row number 21, you're going to crochet 4 single crochet, 1 decrease, and repeat 6 times, having a total of 30 stitches at the end of the row. My first decrease, and continuing. Okay, so next row, 3 single crochet, 1 decrease, and repeat 6 times. This row, row number 22, will be our last row with decreases. All right, my last decrease. Great. Now we'll add a little bit of stuffing material. It's easier if you go adding bit by bit, because at the end will be like long and harder to stuff completely. So, okay, my head is stuffed, and we'll move for next row. So this next row, it's a little bit different, okay? So for row number 23, you are crocheting 24 front post single crochet. There is a tutorial down in the description below how you make the front post single crochet working in the round, but here I think you can see it pretty much. What and how do you make? You insert your needle from the top to the inside of the toy, and then again to the outside. So you take this middle part of the stitches, the connection. This will make your roll to be standing outside of your work. So here I finished my row, and you can see the row is a bit high. And from here on, we are working only single crochet without increase, without decrease. So for row 24 and 25, you will crochet 24 single crochet normally. Very easy. So here I am at my row, finishing my row 25, and here it's our first color change. The other color I chose is the brown, and we will crochet 1 row working single crochet in brown color. So for row 26, you'll make 24 single crochet. There is a link in the description below with the guides through color changes. So how I do mine is that I start my color change with a slip stitch, but you have 4 different ways that you can make your color changes in that video, so I encourage you to watch. So for row 27 and 28, you'll crochet 24 single crochet. So here we are creating the stripes, right? So there is 3 brown stripes in the rattle, and between the brown stripes you have 2 rows of white. So row 29 again, 24 single crochet, only in brown. Now change again to white and crochet 2 more rows only in white. So row number 30 and 31. One more color change. Row 32 is 24 single crochet in brown, or whichever color you are working with to create the stripes. Great, next row in white, so 2 more rows in white, and this will be our last white color change. Now here we continue working only with the brown, so we will work 35 to 45 row, 24 single crochet in brown. This will complete the handler part of our toy. Here is my first slip stitch, because I do my color changes with slip stitch. Check the video. There is the most used ways to make color changes in crochet toys, and you can choose the one that suits you the best. Here I'll fasten off and add some stuffing material. As I mentioned before, go adding stuffing material as your toy is growing. Good, so from now, again, just simple single crochet until row number 45. Good, so I'm at the last stitch. There's a bit of stuffing material coming off, so you just move it back again. And here we will start for the ending of our toy, so you will crochet in the back loop of the stitch, 24 back loop slip stitch. Okay, so this is the row number 46. You'll work only in the back loop of the stitch. This will create a line here, you see? This line is the remaining front loop of the stitch. Remember this front loop, that it's creating this line, because it's where we are going to work for the next row. Beautiful. So now I'm here. For the next row, you will work in the remaining front loop of row number 45. You see, for row 46, you work in the back loop of the row 45, right? Now you work in the front loop of that row, the remaining front loop that it's creating that line. So for this row, you will work 3 single crochet, 1 increase, and repeat 6 times, all in the front loop. And this will leave you with 30 stitches at the end of the row. Okay, here I am at the end. And this is how it should be looking like. you see, you have this very nice drawn line showing where it's one row and where is another row. It's good effect. I like this one. Okay, so for next row we will work only 30 single crochet. So for row 48 to row 52, 30 single crochet. No increase, no decrease, no front back loop, nothing. Completely normal 30 single crochet. Okay, very nice. Here we are at our last stitch, and from here we will start the decreases to finish our first part of this toy. Then we'll move on for the ears. But okay, let's move on. For our next row, we start the decreases, so you'll crochet 3 single crochet, 1 decrease, and repeat that for 6 times, having a total of 24 stitches. So this is our row 53, my first decrease, and continuing. Two. Good, our last decrease. You can see some shape. Now we move our next row, and here you will crochet 2 single crochet, 1 decrease, and repeat 6 times, having a total of 18 stitches. This is our row number 54. We're almost ending. Sometimes I lose these stitches. Okay. Last stitch. Now we will add a little bit of stuffing material because we will start crocheting our last row soon. Okay, so this is our last row, number 55, and you'll make 1 single crochet, 1 decrease, and repeat that for 6 times. So at the end you will have 12 stitches. Yes, my yarn finished in my last row. That's what I call lucky. Luck. Okay, so we're here at the end. We cut the yarn and we'll start fastening off. For fastening off, there is also a link to a YouTube tutorial showing you in very much detailed how I fasten off my crochet toys. But basically, I insert the needle on the front loop of every stitch and I close at the end. So this is a short version, but you can see it here. I grab the front loop of all the 12 stitches that I have remaining and then I pull it tight. And after that, I just insert the needle a little bit on the stitches, taking like 2 by 2 and making a contour of the last row, and then I cut it off, the yarn. Good, so this part is done. Very nice. Let's move on for the ears. So here we start with the magical ring. There is a magic ring tutorial also if you don't know how to make this. And you make 6 single crochet inside. just like at the beginning. Close our magic ring and move on for our second row. For the ear, we will start working increasing 2 crochet per row. So for a second row, you'll crochet 1 increase, 2 single crochet, and repeat 2 times. So this will create 2 more stitches and will leave you with 8 stitches by the end of the row. Great, now we move to the third row, right? And again we'll increase 2 stitches. So you'll crochet 1 increase, 3 single crochet, and repeat that 2 times, having a total of 10 stitches. Super fast, super easy. Again, we'll increase 2 stitches in the next row, but here I'll just close so I make sure that my ears will stay on its place. So for next row, 1 increase, 4 single crochet, and repeat 2 times, having a total of 12 stitches. Row number 5, 1 increase, 5 single crochet, repeat 2 times, having a total of 14 stitches. Very simple and easy, so we'll just continue increasing 2 stitches each row. For row number 6, 1 increase, 6 single crochet, repeat 2 times, and have a total of 16 stitches. Okay, row number 7, 1 increase, 7 single crochet, and repeat 2 times, having a total of 18 stitches. Great, I made some small mistake there. So for next row, 1 increase, 8 single crochet, repeat 2 times, and have a total of 20 stitches at the end of this row. For row number 9, 1 increase, 9 single crochet, repeat 2 times, have a total of 22 stitches. Okay, so now we finished the increases and we will work only with the 22 single crochet. So from row 10 to 12, you will only crochet 22 stitches on each row, no increases anymore. Great, so our ear is ready. And here I crocheted the other one with the brown color, so I have one of each color. I think it will look nice. So what we are doing now is, so now we will start assembling our toy and find the back part of your toy and use pins to fasten the ears on the position that it looks symmetrical to you. In the written pattern there is the exact position where I sewed my ears, so you can check that later. Here I just go with the feeling where it looks nice to me and how nice is it, how nice I will crochet. I will sew that. So this looks good. One, two, three. You can use your imagination and assemble this where you think it's good and symmetrical to you. But I give you the exact position later, I write it. I think this is empty, so I will add some dots in my white ear. Okay, so for the dot is very simple. For one, I crochet 6 single crochet in the magic ring. And I will join this one with the slip stitch. Okay, that's great. It needs to be small because it's a small toy. And for the second dot, I will use half double crochet. So you chain 1 and you crochet 8 half double crochet inside the magic ring. And I will join here also with a slip stitch. Okay, this looks good to me. Nice. You can add different dots, bigger dots, or maybe white on the brown ear. I just chose this one, so use your creativity if you want. Okay, now let's see here for sewing the detail. I will show you with the brown color because I think it's better. Yeah, I need to change a little bit so we have focus. It's hard for me. I am learning how to shoot those things, so be patient. I will evolve my tutorials with the time. But I'm doing my best right now. Okay, so here I will show you how I sew. Like we will go through the first stitches and then I will fast forward because it's a long process. Be patient, go slow, you know, sewing is a very important part of a crochet toy. So what I do is I insert in every stitch of the piece that I'm sewing. Let me arrange, it's moving a lot. Okay. And here, because I'm crocheting down, I take row by row with one stitch of the ear. You see, I go very slow, watching if everything is looking fine. This is looking great to me. So let's continue. Don't sew everything at once without stopping and watching where is it going, if it's nice, if it's on the place that it should be, because erasing a little bit is not a big problem if you make some mistake, but erasing some big part that you already sewed, it's annoying a little bit. So go slow and go checking if it's correct. Good, so here I'm at the ending of the front side. Now I go for the back side. Here I'm at the end. So now I will sew the tip of the ear downways. So because I want it to be fixed on the same place and I want to be facing down. So the face will be looking, I think, pretty like this. But again, if you want to leave the ears open, it's your call. But in this case, I just sew in the pattern, either on the website or in the printable version. There is the exact position where I'm sewing everything, so we can just check there out. And here you don't need to sew it too much. The only thing you need is one nice and tight knot, so it will keep the ear down without a problem. And just make it sure to fasten off in a very nice way so everything it remained on where it should be. Okay, so for the second ear, first I will sew the dots and then I will sew the ear in my toy. Okay, this looks good. I will use some pins to help me and then I will sew it on the toy. Here you already know how to sew, so I'll move forward. Ta-da! This is the ear already sewed. Magical, magical. So you see the dot could be a little bit more inside, but it's okay, it's fine, it looks good to me. So let's move on and start with the eye. So this position, maybe a little bit closer, I don't know. This looks fine to me. So I will crochet a sleeping eye. Here I show you how I make mine, so you can use the safety eyes if you want, or you can embroider like I do. Here I'm using 4 stitches distance from one edge to another. And I will crochet the other side before I start with the eyelashes. So I just want to make it sure that everything is in the same size. So again, 4 stitches to this side. And now I start with the eyelashes. So we'll make one here at the beginning. And I will leave about 1 stitch distance from one eyelash to another. Good. The other side you make the same thing, try to be symmetric and even, and let's move on for the nose. For the nose, you will start embroidering a triangle in the central part of his face. What's gonna happen here is that I will embroider diagonal lines, a lot of them, and then horizontal lines until it's completely fade, the white part that it's inside the triangle that you draw. So here you just go over and over and over again, repeating this process until the nose it looks nice to you. And it can take a long time and a lot of repetition. And from here, you just make a straight line from the middle of his nose. This is too big. And that's it. This looks very nice to me. Okay, this looks great. Now I will fasten off. And there you go. This is our final beautiful dog rattle. I hope you enjoyed this pattern. If you like this video, leave me a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Check out other videos and other tutorials that I have on my website channel, and if you have any question, leave in the comment box below. Bye!